good, you guys? It's Boomer and you're watching Bali Star, and today we're just getting into Matt Radiant with the Game is Game guy. Of course, he's talking about life and scars, Zoom trolling, driving Karens insane. You feel me? So you already know we gotta get into some bombity content today. Make sure to leave a like, support the video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you're new, so that we can join up with the all-star gang up in this thing. Let's get straight on into it, man. Let's go.
Become a caregiver and make sure you get a patient with dementia. That way she can't remember what happened the night before. Give yourself about an hour worth of time. And you need to be screaming for help louder than she's screaming for help. And go take a right next to her dog. This is where the fear comes into play. This way the neighbors will hear you and they'll testify for you in court. You need to make the bitch try Crystal. She'll start to lose her friends and her family. Gotta Stephen A. Smith this bitch. I need you to grab your balls, grab them on each side. Boom, boom. That's gonna make your nut indestructible. And then he looking at you like, I guess it's just us now.
Alright, y'all, what's good with y'all boys, man? It's Matt back for another video, bro. We got a highly requested Life and Scars Zoom trolling video again. If you haven't seen the first two videos I did of these, be sure to check them out. They're on my channel right now. And this video is compiled of the moments I didn't get to finish and put into those videos. So this basically completes a trilogy. Be sure to drop a like in the video, comment down below your favorite timestamp, and subscribe if you want to see more Zoom trolling. And if you want to see more Life and Scars content, you can subscribe to him, link in the description. We just hit 600K, so thank you guys so much. Our community is
This
growing
guy goes
so
to a
fast.
black
We have a
barber.
Discord server, link in the description. If you want to connect with me, I talk to y'all every day in there as I make new videos. And if you want to post my content on other platforms, you're welcome to do so, as long as you credit me. And without further ado, let's get to the video, bro.
What would theoretically happen if the exact opposite approach went into action? And I'm not quite done with that, but I can see where that is going.
How to take a shit at a bitch crib. Look, guys, whenever you at a bitch crib and your stomach start hating on you, you should probably just get the fuck out of there. Tell her you need to go to the store because you got a headache. If she says she got Tylenol, you only take ibuprofen. If she says she got ibuprofen, you only take Tylenol. But what if you stuck in her crib? Well, tell her you got something in your eye. And then go to the bathroom and turn the water up real high and turn the fan on. And then I want you to grab some toilet paper and I want you to put it into the toilet water. Now this gonna make it where she can't hear you when it hit the water. Now go ahead and drop a deuce. When you're done, I need you to close the lid on the toilet before you flush it. And then you're gonna need to put back in there to make sure you ain't left no spears or souvenirs. Or if you don't want to do that and she got a dog, wait till she walk out the room and go take a right next to her dog. When she come back in the room, let that bitch know what Charlie did. Game is game.
You should be banished and reported to me. I'm done.
Shorty said I need to be.
The best jobs to be a
Banish is
pervert.
crazy.
Well, a window cleaner. If you see something you like while you're cleaning the window, clean that same spot over and over until you're ready to go. Or a personal trainer. You can make bitches do anything. You can be like, bitch, touch your tongue you like while you're cleaning the windows to be a pervert.
Shorty said I need to be.
The best jobs to be a pervert. Well, a window cleaner. If you see something you like while you're cleaning the window, clean that same spot over and over until you're ready to go. Or a personal trainer. You can make bitches do anything. You can be like, bitch, touch your toes for a half an hour.
Ain't wrong.
You don't have to wear gloves.
Also get them most coochie in that job too, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it, you're telling them what to do, you know what I'm saying? And you know they're going in these positions. I mean, you'd be surprised. I sort of have to be the top job where you can get the most. You feel me?
Or a gynecologist. You don't have to wear gloves. Or a dentist. If a bad bitch came into my office and got put to sleep with her mouth wide open, I don't know. Or a preacher, just like the dentist. If I could lay my hand on your head, I don't know. Or a preacher, just like the dentist. If I could lay my hand on your head and make you pass out and nobody's around to see it, I don't know.
I mean, what do you think them church ladies mostly be talking about? Like, you know, they be going on around the church and stuff, man. It's usually cases like that.
Hand on your head and make you pass out and nobody's around to see it, I don't know. Or a prison guard
smiling
at a female prison. Bitches out here want everything. Bitches in prison want anything. Or become a caregiver and make sure you get a patient with dementia. That way she can't remember what happened the night before. Game is game.
Anne, are you familiar?
It's so funny because they're all past knowing what to do in that situation, how to
turn a housewife into a
ban him,
guys, look.
how to kick him out.
How to turn a housewife into a hoe. Guys, look. Bitches who sell pussy do it because of two reasons: depression and fear. You gotta turn a bad bitch into a sad bitch. And how do you do that? Well, constant gaslighting, being unappreciative, and a lack of compliments, She'll be the perfect ingredients until she have a death in the family. And then she'll start to spiral out of control. But you need to provide her an escape. And what's that escape? You need to make the bitch try crystal. And once she get hooked on it, she'll start to lose her friends and her family. And at this point, she'll want to try even more of it. But you gotta cut her off and make her pay for her own addiction. This is where the fear comes into play. She'll do whatever it takes to get another hit. And that's when you need to let her know how much bread she can make out here on the streets. Now, even if the bitch had a job before all this, she probably lost it by now. Now she work for you. She suck dick now. Game is game.
Alright, where do we get rid of this fellow?
He'll work on his grammar.
What do you mean grammar? He's just trying to get some back.
How to Mike Vick a bitch. Guys, the Mike Vick is a level 3 sex move, so consent is unenforced. Now all you need is some peanut butter, some handcuffs, a dog, a cage, and a bitch who trusts you don't mind losing. So go ahead and put the dog in the cage, and then handcuff this bitch's hands to the headboard. And then, when you're done, I want you to grab some peanut butter, and I want you to slap it on her pussy. And then I want you to get dressed and get ready to leave. She might ask you to unhandcuff her. Go ahead and put the dog out the cage, and eventually, he'll make his way to the bedroom. Where
She interested.
What happens after that is beyond your control. Just try to bedroom where he smell the peanut butter. What happens after that is beyond your control. Just try to make sure you leave her a Plan B pill and a Ray B pill. Game is
I don't
game.
know. What do you think, Vanessa? Should we get rid of this guy or what?
Nah, they hella interested. You wanna lie? You wanna try that bitch?
It asks for a password. Now maybe Lawrence is running into that problem.
How the fuck your stepmom?
On the lonely
Well,
ass
the first
ladies.
way
Instead of
is
cats,
to
they're gonna
journal
get
that.
dogs now.
If you live with your stepmom, then you need to buy a notebook. In that notebook, I want you to write down all the filthy shit you want to do to your stepmama and how it keeps you up at night just thinking about the bitch. And then I want you to keep it on that page, and I want you to hide it in a place in your room where she can still find it when she's at home alone. Trust me, you'll know what you find out. Number 2 is the pain method. This would insinuate that you got some kind of injury or some kind of soreness. For example, complain about your left shoulder. Complain about that bitch a lot too. She might offer to give you a massage. If she do, accept it. And in return, offer to give her one back, but better. Number 3 is the cancellation method. Daddies be busy as shit. So let's say your step parents might have had a date and your dad canceled out or he just got too busy. Offer to treat your mama out and step up to the plate since Pops can't do it. It might sound evil, but you can't rule the world without ruling your own household. Game is game.
The other girl left and then she kicked me. Now she's all alone.
How Russia was,
All alone watching all this stuff, learning.
You know why you ain't getting no pussy? You doing a lot of the same shit that these females are doing. Bro, you might be hypergamous than a motherfucker. You could be ugly as fuck. I refuse to believe that y'all out here putting y'all fucking profile on these dating sites and y'all ain't getting out 1 or 2, 3, 4 matches or nothing. Bro, 1 out of 3 men out here ain't fucking right now. And that's a problem. Cause y'all gonna jack y'all dick till they bleed. And
Yo, Sam's like, what the fuck?
some of these women that who y'all match with and y'all
Nah, he
ain't
look like he
talking
been
to, will be
found
out of
out.
shape, maybe old, ugly. I don't give a fuck what's wrong with them. Breakfast smell like a fucking boxing glove. Y'all gotta start fucking something. You gotta start fucking these women. I need you to reevaluate yourself. At the end of the day, pussy ain't got no face. Go get your dick wet.
I think you need to boot somebody.
Alright, I'm gonna set my myself, bro, because they just completely halted for like 30 seconds.
So much resistance, you know. I started looking online to see, well, who in New York is out there?
How to talk to depressed bitches. Guys, you ever come across a bitch who just sad all the time? Well, what you don't want to do is try to get on her level of depression. But you do have to fake it
This
first
is
just to find out
menacing.
the source of her depression. And then turn that shit off. Now it's time to get this bitch.
Wait, hold on,
What
what
you
happened to
don't
that
wanna
chat?
do is try to get on her level of depression. But you do have to fake it at first just to find out the source of her depression. And then turn that shit off. Now it's time to get this bitch some hope. If she mad about some kind of tragic event, go ahead and feed her that bullshit line about how she deserves better. But don't dwell on it, because that bitch probably don't deserve shit. But blaming somebody else for her circumstance is all she want to hear right now.
Okay,
Also,
so-
don't disagree with depressed bitches.
They're not wrong.
Even if you feel like they
No,
being
look at
hard
them
on
like,
themselves,
oh, shit.
being understanding will get you way more pussy than trying to be convincing. Game is game. How to do the back win with your nutsack. Fellas, there's 2 ways you can do this. One with hands, one without hands. And you should learn this because you got a lot of dick trick moves, but not enough moves you can do with your nuts. So listen, the first step is with your hands. I need you to grab your balls. Grab them on each side. Boom, boom. Don't grab a testicle though. Your ass gonna be rolling on the floor. When you grab your skin, I want you to stretch it out slowly. Pull that shit apart until it resembles a wing. If you pull it out far enough, you should see the veins in the middle of your nutsack skin, and it's going to resemble a bat wing. The other way you can try this is the no hands method. You can try it right now. I don't know if you're standing up or sitting down, but what I want you to do is slowly but surely pull your legs apart and see if your ball sack stick to your inner thighs. If it's stick on both sides, you can create a bat wing without even touching your nuts.
This is a group discussion, I should say, around the part 3 of the How to Change Your Mind series. That sound good?
Try the steam engine a bitch. Y'all, the steam engine is a sex move. It requires 5 things. You're gonna need a 4-door sedan, something to smoke, a bitch, some duct tape, and permission. That might be the most important. How you do this is that you get whoever you gonna fuck in the back seat, and I need you to fuck doggy style. Make sure that their head is facing the window. Okay? Now, at this point, I need all the windows in the car to be up because you want the inside of the car to get hot. So hard. Now, when the inside of the car get unbearably hot, I need you to roll down that back window. That's the one where their head is facing. They immediately should stick their head out of the window to get a breath of fresh air. And you immediately need to roll the window back up around their neck. Not enough to choke them, just to the point where they can't stick their head back in the car.
Nah, she like,
walk around the side of the car where their head is sticking out, light up something to smoke, stick it in their mouth, duct tape it around their mouth. Get back in the car and continue fucking. Every time you hit it from the back, they're gonna blow smoke out their nose. Choo-choo, bitch.
Go ahead and kick him out.
What's that?
You go to, I don't know, participants, I think, try lo segundo, identificar sentimientos y necesidades. Que a
How to
veces
fuck your teacher. That's the number one quality you need to fuck your teacher is being the quiet type. She need to know that you can keep a secret because she risking everything. She risks losing her job, possibly getting a divorce.
where was he when I was younger? Damn it! Why could I have had YouTube when I was younger? Damn it! Shit!
This bitch can go to prison. So you gotta make that dick worth it. Now, teachers who fuck their students, tight. She need to know that you can keep a secret because she risking everything. She risks losing her job, possibly getting a divorce, and this bitch can go to prison. So you gotta make that dick worth it. Now, teachers who fuck their students normally look for 2 qualities: intelligence and a lost soul. You can make yourself seem a lot smarter just by learning a word a day over the next 60 days. Gotta Stephen A. Smith this bitch. Now, how do you make yourself seem like a lost soul? You're gonna have to get some one-on-ones with her and talk to her shit about shit that ain't got nothing to do with class. Present yourself as a dude that had a string of bad relationships or a troubled life. If you ain't never had that shit, fucking create it. She either naturally is gonna want to pay you back in lectures or pussy. Game is game.
Well, lectures leading up to,
Sorry about that, y'all. Hold on.
if you know how to direct it.
I'm writing a story called Heroes of Exile, which is based around a superhero who is.
Now the Spider-Man a bitch. Hey y'all, the Spider-Man is a sex move. So as always, assume that you have consent. So it go like this. For about 30 days, you can't fuck nobody, you can't jack your drink. I need you to work out, eat a lot of fruits, and stay hydrated. That's gonna make your nut indestructible. Now when it's time for you to fuck somebody, right before you finish, I want you to pull your dick out, and I want you to nut in the palm of your hand. Try to keep it all in the center. And I want you to pull your middle finger up and your ring finger up. And I want you to slam it down in the palm of your hand. If you apply enough pressure, it should make the nut shoot out and stick to the other person, while the other end is still attached to your hand. Pull that person to you, closer and closer, until they respect you. Hey, we Peter Parker bitches. We ain't playing. Game is game.
Wow. Did we just get Zoom bombed?
I think so.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. My AC was blasting.
2 questions. What's your overall vibration and where are you at on your level of confidence with your intuitive tarot reading abilities?
It's
How to fuck a bitch and get away with it. Guys, look, in most countries, it's best that you go ahead and ask for consent before you fuck a bitch. When you fuck a bitch, open up the window, and you need to be screaming for help louder than she's screaming for help. Say shit like, no, stop, get off my dick, I'm begging you. This way the neighbors will hear you, and they'll testify for you in court. Or have somebody threaten you. Have somebody send you a message and say, look, if you don't fuck Chloe within 24 hours, I'm fucking you up and your family up. And then say you fuck the bitch in self-defense. Or, after you fuck the bitch, sodomize yourself and call the cops. That way it make it look like you was the victim. Game is game.
Sodomize what? What do you mean sodomize yourself?
Education. So
What the fuck?
It's quite immersive as you go along. So we have these amazing 180-degree panorama lounges. We love the
How to fuck a sick woman. Look, y'all, flu season is here. And a lot of y'all got live-in wives and girlfriends, and I just need you to know that they ass gonna get sick. But you still gonna wanna fuck them, right? So what I suggest you do is pregame that pussy. Give yourself about an hour worth of time. During this hour, go ahead and feed and hydrate your bitch. And make her take her medicine, then make her ass go lay down. Now, once that hour passed, that's when you walk in, try to get some ass. Hopefully she grateful enough to give you some. If not, just walk away. That bitch ungrateful. If she do decide to give you some ass, do not move her around too much. Remember that she's sick. Just crawl in the bed and fuck her in whatever position she laying in. If she laying on her back, crawl on top of her. If she laying on her stomach, crawl on her back. If she laying in fetal position, fetal fuck the bitch.
But as I was saying, we'll chat for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll go into our private reading for about an hour and a half. We'll go.
How the fuck that bitch on the first date? Guys, this right here is called the adventure method. And basically, all you need to do is invite a bitch out to a nice bar for a drink or two. Be ready to leave in about 45 minutes to an hour. Invite her out to another bar. And then invite her out to a third bar. If you have fun at all three locations, it is psychologically registered that you're fucking safe to travel with. Also, it'll make you look unpredictable, adventurous, and spontaneous. All shit that bitches love. Plus, you dragging the night out. Now, the fourth step would be to invite her back to your crib to keep the fun going. Or what these bitches like to call vibes. Regardless, if you get her back to your crib after midnight, you got that pussy in the bag. Game is game.
Oh my goodness, here come another new person. All right, this is great. We all know that's that energy that you put out there. Yes. Welcome, Watson.
Bro.
Welcome, Christian, and welcome, Karen.
I did not get fucked in the ass. Well, don't go to prison, especially for my guys under the age of 30. Because to most inmates, your ass is still beautiful. And don't try new drugs with guys you don't know. This is for my guys in college. Not unless you want to wake up with internal bleeding and a torn rectum. And don't try male, female threesomes with people you don't know that well. They'll try to trick you. Everything will be all good until the bitch wind up leaving the room, and then he looking at you like, I guess it's just us. And after a breakup, do not confide in suspect ass niggas, because they'll try to convert you. They'll say shit like, I don't know why you still fucking with these no good bitches anyway. And then they'll try to attack you with their penis when you least suspect it. Look, for all my gay guys out there, you do you. So all my straight guys out there, I'm trying to keep them from doing you. Game is game.
Them from doing you.
Just take a deep breath, everyone.
Y'all welcome them in with open, blessed arms, man.
So she just started the meditation just like that.
5 minutes later.
We're about to take a nice deep breath. And release it.
How to turn a bitch into Drake. Y'all, the Drake is a sex move. It's gonna require a few things. You're gonna need a crown roller bag, some pubic hairs, a bitch, a set, and a group of friends with some cameras. So I need you to prepare for this by shaving your dick and putting the pubic hairs into a crown roller bag. Save it for the finale. Now, wherever you f this bitch, I need you to have your friends hiding somewhere nearby. Right before you're about to nut, I want you to pull your dick out, and I want you to nut around her right eyebrow, move over to the left eyebrow, do the same thing. Then reach into your crown roller bag, grab the pubes, dash them in that bitch face. And then she's gonna look just like Drizzy. Then I need you to signal your friends to come in and start taking pictures like the fucking paparazzi. You pose. If you can pull this shit off, it was God's plan. Game is game.
It was God's plan.
I attempted to kick, sorry, Lester, I attempted to kick Lewis out.
She kicked the other dude? Subscribe.
This shit was diabolical. Alright, you guys, so that was Matt Radiant with another Life is Scars Game is Game Zoom trolling. You know what I'm saying? Yo, like I said, man, like some of these people, you know what I'm saying, being these Zoom calls, man, like they really be interested in what the nigga's saying, you know what I'm saying? And some might act like they're not, but they really are, but you know, they're trying not to but hey, get them out of here, and you know, secretly not knowing how to get them out of here, but they know how to get them out of here, but they act like they trying to get them out of here. But I'm telling you, bruh. Y'all let me know your thoughts about down in the comment section down below. Y'all know it's Boomer and Jer watching Bali Star. Make sure to leave a like, support the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, so that we join up with the all-star gang up in this thing. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. 100. Oh! Yeah.